Welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Oakland Raiders, but today, home to the start of another exciting college football season as we are ready to crank it up here in Vegas in the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Line gets set, first down. Hold and fire complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes this. 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. First down here for the offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Scanning the field, it's short. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. He's looking to throw. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Off play action on 1st down. Escapes the sack. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grab near the sticks. It's McCourty. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Off play action. And the ball is picked off, bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Dropping back, it's short. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the quarterback that fast.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes him pass the marker. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's short. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Bowls his way forward. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
Caught on the outside, it's Tillman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Wide receiver shows motion. To the air. It's short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Dogs want to move quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll come out throwing on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got rid of it just in time. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
To the air, it's short. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Spits it out to the back. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Right on target this time. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now facing a third and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to throw, it's short. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Corralled by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using the quick game. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, just keeps firing. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the run, it's Westbrook. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit.
And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every... Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The because you're playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's looking downfield to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Powers forward. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. The RPO, it's complete. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to throw on first down. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Buckeyes are on the move. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He wants to pass it on second down. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Logger. Tuna. Hornet. Griffin.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hall. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Razor. 42 Spider. 4-2.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shows him the stiff arm. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Black 24.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. At the 15, he's loose. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Quick release by the QB. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And the Buckeyes get it past the sticks. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st down. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the 1st guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that 1st play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The return is there to the 35, and the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Westbrook. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Southern Miss answered the bell away from Roberts Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Eagles knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Georgia going up tempo. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Now on 1st down from the 30. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Roll it. Face it. Convoy.
Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wide out in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's short. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense.
Cut it. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gaucho. Tuna.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Gutsy play call. There are a lot of coaches out there that would have run the football, try to keep the clock going, or force your opponent to use more timeouts. They throw for it on 3rd down. They get the completion, and with that, they should win this game.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield, really just get your eyes as a defense on something else.